Last time on Corpse Party, Book of Shadows. Oh, they're at some kind of concert, it looks like. Oh my good god, are you kidding me? Alley-oop. Why is there such a panty shot? Why? Oh no! She has no eye! No wonder shit went bad for Naho! Oh my fucking god! Oh my god, yeah, you can hear it! I guess I shouldn't have come. Oh, don't be silly, you did great! Yeah, even though a man died! Greetings, my beautiful viewers! I am the Hunter of Comedy, and welcome back to Corpse Party, Book of Shadows. So, I know this episode isn't going to come out for a while, but I'm actually recording this on Halloween night, so, yeah, for me, it's very spooky, you know. I love it. So, last time, we finally got to see Naho when she wasn't super crazy and evil and trying to manipulate and get other people killed for her own amusement in Heavenly Host, because she's still alive! And she's with her friend Sayaka, who is like a voice actress, a radio host, and an action, like, you know, like, does like a lot of stuff, you know. But, like, the thing I want to say is that it was very interesting because we got to see a side of Naho that we've never seen before. And then when she was doing like a radio show with her friend Sayaka, Sachiko was there because apparently Naho did a stupid and went to the Sachiko estate and got herself cursed and thought, yeah, it's fine, I'll just go still do things with my friends. I'm sure it won't be bad. And then the director had like a heart attack because they heard Sachiko's voice in the recording. So it was horrifying, but also kind of funny now that I explain it. But either way, she and Sayaka are about to split up, and I'm assuming this is when Naho is going to go into Heavenly Host to try and find Kibiki, because Kibiki and, you know, Taguchi have been in there all day, and she has no idea. So, yeah, that's terrifying. See you later. Thanks again. You too. Good night. I had never before felt such a strong, persistent spiritual presence. I had a considerable amount of power within me, and usually it was more than enough to disperse any malicious wills that dared draw near. Yeah, but this is Sachiko. You don't know how powerful Sachiko is. But even with all my concentration, I still put Sayaka and her co-workers in grave danger. They easily could have been killed by the curse. For the sake of dear Kibiki's safety, we really should put the kibosh on our entire investigation into the Shinozaki family line a lot sooner. But it wasn't too late to call it off. As far as I knew, I was going to pull out from the Heavenly Host case altogether. I'd made up my mind. I should probably undergo a traditional spiritual exorcism as soon as possible. It was past 9:30, so it had been dark out for hours already, yet there wasn't a single light on in Kibiki's house. Kibiki? No signs of life. Somehow the whole house felt larger and emptier than ever before. Kibiki? Kibiki, are you sleeping? He peeked into his study, but he wasn't there, nor was he anywhere else. The house was deserted. Now, Kibiki's meetings for work were always held at irregular times, so this wasn't unprecedented or anything. But the atmosphere inside just felt different. Somehow, there was a peculiar silence, as if no one had ever lived here in the first place. I'm watching you! Oh no! Something just seemed very, very wrong. It was like someone was watching me, sneering at me. Ah! Finally, I found the note on my desk. Not the one I'd left for Kibiki this morning, but a response, written in his familiar scrawl. Dear Naho, thank you for your concern. I couldn't live with myself if I exposed you to any more danger on my behalf, however. Taguchi and I have gone to Heavenly Host Elementary. We've noted the way back, so please don't worry. We'll return safe and sound. And if we're successful, we'll all go out for a nice meal together, okay? No! With a sigh and a mumble, I snapped back to reality. Glancing at the clock, I marveled at the fact that it was already past 10. I've been in a daze for half an hour since getting home. Craziness. Oh, what a day. My shoulders feel like they've got lead weights on them. I couldn't have brought it back with me, right? No, there was no way. I stood up from my desk. The problem was the uniform. I couldn't relax in it. I should have known better. I just needed to change. Yeah, that sounds good. I'll feel better once I get out of this uniform. I can see you. Oh, no! God, please. Is somebody there? Please, no. I was glad no one had seen me talking to thin air like that. There was nobody else around, of course. Nothing to be afraid of. It was just my imagination. Shit. Very bad. I really, really needed to get out of this uniform. So once again I started changing when... Definitely not my imagination this time. There was somebody screaming outside my window, running toward the house. What? I seriously felt like I was going to break down. Maybe I already had. Opening the curtain slowly, I peered outside to see who it was. Wait, is that Naho? I couldn't see her face clearly, being on the second floor and all, but that was Naho all right. She was crying like a madwoman. She looked awful. Sayaka! What's wrong, Naho? Naho? Sayaka! It's Kibiki! Kibiki crossed over! Okay, just calm down, Naho. Tell me what happened. Where is Mr. Kibiki? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. It's all my fault. If Kibiki were to die in there. This is the first time I'd ever seen her so incoherent. I spoke slowly and gently, trying my best to calm her down. Naho, please, just tell me what happened. Let me help you. Start at the beginning. I want you to come back with me. Right now. What? Please, I'm begging you. Tears were streaming down her face. This was a side of Naho I'd never imagined could exist. There had to be a reason she was so desperate. I agreed to follow her back to Kibiki's house, if only out of concern for her well-being. Sachiko ever after. Those who perform this ritual can cross over to Heavenly Host Elementary, a cursed school sealed outside our world, outside time and space. It's a locus of powerful energy, and the effect it's had on me thus far has been disturbing enough that I've decided to abandon my investigation. But before I could convey that to Kibiki, he crossed over without me, taking only Taguchi for backup. So please, Sayaka, you're my only hope at this point. Will you come with me to Heavenly Host so I can rescue Kibiki? I didn't really get any of what she was saying. Heavenly Host Elementary, a cursed school? And this was all to rescue Kibiki? What was in there exactly that he needed rescuing from? The only thing I didn't understand was that I'd be accompanying Naho to somewhere unsafe, to some unsafe, unfamiliar spirit world. I couldn't just casually agree to go with her. So, this place I'd be going with you is dangerous, then? I scare easily, you know. Please, I can't perform the ritual by myself. You're the only person I can count on. I swear I'll protect you no matter what. Her face was the most disheveled I'd ever seen it, and she was practically begging. I knew two sides to this girl, her cool and collected professional persona, and her cat to my master. But this panicked desperation fit neither of them. The words I'd spoken to her following our recording session suddenly popped into my head. I owe you one, so if there's anything I can do, just let me know. Kibiki! Kibiki! I took one more look at Naho's tear-stained face, and just knew I couldn't turn away from her in this time of need. Oh my god, Sayaka! You are too good for this world! That means you're gonna die! Why? Naho, do you really promise to protect me? Uh-huh. A ray of hope lit up in Naho's face like a flower in bloom. I knew I'd made the right decision. Alright then. I'm in. What are friends for, after all? Sayaka. Thank you, Sayaka. I just couldn't bear to see her cry like that. A face as cute as her deserved to wear a smile at all times. We'll be out for a while, though, right? You mind if I run back home first and take care of some things before I go? Okay. I'll be waiting for you here. Butt naked. Not a good idea. You'll catch your death of cold. Anyway, I'll be right back. Well, as long as Kibiki's over there. The larger the sample size for his research, the better. This is for you, man. Shinozaki Estate. We don't need that place anymore. If he's going to leave me here to spread the curse for him, then fine. That's just what I'll do. No hesitation. No backing down. What? My blog should do nicely. Let's see. In this world, there is nothing worse than parting ways with a dear friend. Some may say it's sweet sorrow. Oh, almost forgot the subject line. Sachiko in the ever after. Wait, no. How about Sachiko ever after? Perfect. Just hoping for lots of hits. Huh. Oh my god, did she doom her... Did she go there, like, knowing that, like, you know, she was gonna die? And, like, that there wasn't a way to actually save Kibiki? Oh god. And she just took Sayaka there, you know... Oh my fucking god. I changed my mind. God, I hate Naho now. Mom, I'm heading out. Oh, wanting to worry her, I told her a white lie. Suggesting I had another recording session tonight. I've been going to late sessions practically every night for a while now, so it seemed the perfect excuse, and sure enough, she bought it. Certainly are a hard worker, Sayaka. Just make sure you keep your energy up out there. Don't get so busy you let your blood sugar drop. Here. She handed me a small piece of emergency chocolate. It was like a tradition with her. She'd always given me one when I left to show her support. And always reminded me that I was loved. This one in particular was bringing tears to my eyes. I must have been more scared than I thought. I'll be home as soon as I can. Thanks. Knock 'em dead, sweetie. Oh. Sachiko, we beg of you. Sachiko, we beg of you. You said it twice, right? In your head? Yep. Okay, then. It's time to pull this thing apart. Make sure you use your nails and don't let go. Got it. 1, 2, 3! Something impossible was happening. We were performing the ritual just as Naho instructed, and then the floor split open and swallowed us whole. Is this a dream? Was I hallucinating? It sure felt real, though. Felt like I was being dragged to hell. My vision quickly went bright white, and my consciousness seemed to fade to black. And then... I felt dust or sand filling my mouth, and I sprang to my feet, choking. Oh, she ended up in a very different place. What is this? Where am I? No! I was in a cold, dark room. It was damp and clammy, and felt very much like a cave. Was this Heavenly Host Elementary Naho was talking about? Naho? Naho? Racked with apprehension, I tried raising my voice, but barely had one to raise. Looked around, but didn't see Naho anywhere, and there was no response. God, this can't be real, can it? I wanted to go home, to forget this place existed. Then I realized I never asked Naho how to cross back over. Without her, I was stuck here. God damn it, Naho. So that was my top priority then. I absolutely had to find Naho. I'm sure she hadn't accounted for the possibility that we'd wind up in different spots once we got here. But as long as I could track her down, I knew everything would work out. I stepped forward slowly and carefully, and took a closer look at my surroundings. Oh my god. There's nothing to, like, look at. Right, we're in the bomb shelter underneath. Oh! The wall? What the? It's crumbling! Huh! Oh, that was close. And I can't get through. Mommy, save me. Oh my god. Path here is completely blocked with rubble. There's no way through. God damn. Death Room? There's a room called Death Room?! Let's try going to the boys' room. Sure, it'll be safe there. Oh god! What am I? Am I hearing things? No! Oh my god, this is so fucking creepy. That's a child's voice, isn't it? Maybe this really is an elementary school after all. This is very bad. Sayaka, you don't know how bad this is. Yeah, I'ma go now. The lights flickered, and I could swear I saw something up on the path ahead. Hopefully just my eyes playing tricks on me. Please? Is somebody there? Oh! Huh. Okay. Is this a bathroom? I'm in, like, a cave and there's a bathroom here? Technically it's a bomb shelter, but you wouldn't know that. No matter how I looked at it, nothing about this place seemed like an elementary school in any way. Yeah, it's because you're in the bomb shelter under the school. But there were lights on the ceiling and support beams to prevent cave-ins, so it certainly wasn't a naturally formed cavern either. I mean, there was even indoor plumbing down here. No, thank you. I actually did have to go, but there's a limit to how dirty and disgusting a bathroom stall can get before I refuse to close myself in there. Guess I just have to hold it. Oh, hello, dead body! The skeletal remains here. Small child, maybe she was hiding? The name tag, Mina Nishio. Okay. Go to the end of the hall here, see if there's anything here. Oh! Oh, God. I could hear the voices of children who seemed to be in pain or distress. I'ma go. I'ma go. Okay, nothing here. Okay. I don't want to go to the death room! body pool seems even worse. I don't know why that would be worse than the death room, but it seems worse than the death room. We're not gonna go in the death room yet. I could hear children calling for me, hiding and goading me to find them. I'ma just keep going. I'ma just keep trucking on. I don't know what else to do. Hear children playing. I'm going to the death room. I know it's a bad idea. But I have nowhere else to go. So we're going to the death room. Door's thoroughly sealed. No way to get inside. Oh, thank God. Oh, I can't get into the death room. Oh, that actually makes me feel okay. Oh, now the body pool, which I said feels even worse than the death room. What narrow path is this? It is the path of heavenly host. No more! God, what is this place? Where even am I? Fine, game, I'll go to the body pool. Fine. Door's sealed shut. No way to open it. Thank God. Oh, never been happier not to be able to go into a room. Well, I got dead. There's a recently deceased corpse here. Her hands are outstretched as if she were trying desperately to dig her way through the wall. There's a student ID tag. Kamashiro Trade School. Sexy Hagiwara. Well. I've gone almost everywhere I can go. I could hear children laughing. Among the voices I heard the sound of a door opening somewhere nearby. The death room is open. The death room is open. Hello, sir. Or ma'am, I'm not sure. Foul-smelling, rotting corpse here. Based on the uniform, is probably a male high school student in life. He did seem to have died sitting down, though he didn't look very relaxed. Student ID tagged Yoaki Kamimizu. Okay, we'll go to the other side. There's a lot of dead people down here. And I mean like a lot of dead people. She's wearing a skirt, so it seems safe to assume it's a female student. Name tag confirms this. Shobu University Middle School, Hinako Meguri. Okay. Oh, my darkening is already at 40%. Fuck balls. Fuck me, man. This is not good. Oh, great. The death room is open. Why? I don't want to go in there. It's the death room. It's literally called the death room. I'm not even making this shit up anymore. It's just bad. I didn't think this place could get any darker, but this room proved me wrong. It was completely and utterly devoid of light. Then why would you go in there? My only indication as to its size was the bloop bloop sound of dripping water from somewhere inside. Based on the echo, it didn't seem too big. Also, I don't think the bloop bloop is water. I think it is blood. I was perfectly content to leave it at that, honestly. But I couldn't, because I knew Naho might have been in there, seized in fear and panic. She usually kept a cool head, sure, but I just seen what she was like when she didn't, and it worried the hell out of me, so I had to know. Naho? No response. Not that I heard anyway. That dripping wasn't very loud, but it echoed enough that it could, conceivably obscure the sound of a person's voice. I don't know if that's true. As long as I kept the door to this room open, though, the pale light of the corridor would filter in, and I'd be able to see the exit. May not have illuminated much, but at least I'd be able to find my way out in a pinch, so I swallowed my fear and walked into the darkness. Ugh, gross. What's this smell? It stinks to high heaven. Something rotting in here? What's spilled? It's all over my leg! Without thinking, I smacked my hand against my leg, as if trying to knock off whatever was stuck to it. What is this? The metallic smell was so thick that I almost couldn't breathe. Was it blood? Did I just wipe blood onto my hand? No, it couldn't be. Ugh. I got a sudden itch on my thigh, so I impulsively reached down and scratched it. And in doing so, a small, rice-sized bead stuck to the ball of my finger, but in the all-consuming dark I had no way to tell what it was. Felt an awful lot like a grain of rice, though, even smushing and smearing like one when I kneaded it between my thumb and forefinger. Oh, that can't be good. What is this thing? Skin? From my thigh? Crap, I hope not. The lights. Oh, God. What is this place? This place is what we call bad. This is a room you don't go into. This is why it's the death room. The source of the horrible smell was suddenly clear. The room was absolutely drenched from wall to ceiling to floor with blood and viscera. How many gallons of blood must have been there to coat this entire room? And the worst part was, none of it was dry. It was all wet. It was all fresh. There were indistinguishable chunks of flesh and bone everywhere. So what kinds of twisted things was this room being used for? Huh? I scratched my thigh again with my finger, looked down, and all at once, my blood ran cold. What? A swarm of little bugs was wriggling around on both my legs. That's what I squished between my fingers, but there were many, many more. They were also on my skirt, on my socks, and even inside my shoes. Oh, they're maggots. Oh, God. I fell into a state of total panic, threw up my shoes, and began frantically brushing myself off with my arms. I grabbed the hem of my skirt and the collars of my socks and shook the hell out of them, too, trying to knock as many bugs off my body as I possibly could. Stumbling around, I accidentally planted the heel of my sock into a murky puddle of red liquid. My mind went blank with disgust. Gross, yeah. I can't take this anymore! Oh, bad. Very bad. Calm down, Sayaka. This was just a slaughterhouse. The place was just where livestock was chopped up into meat. It's perfectly natural. There's nothing unusual about this room at all. No, yes, there is. The blood, the chunks of flesh, probably all just from animals. I don't think that's true. Filthy buckets littered the room. Each one was stuffed with reddish-black globs of meat in quivering yellow and white liquid. In most of them, femur-like bones adorned the surface. But one of them seemed to be a far more horrid stew than the others. And it's because one of them was full of human arms, several of them jutting out above the bucket lip and practically waving at passerbys. Screams are a strange beast because they basically override all sense of logic and reason within a person's mind. You know, I never thought of it like that, but it's 100% true. Yes, when you scream, it's like, here's the thing. We always are like, why are you screaming in this horrifying situation? But at the same time, like, if I walked into a room like that, I know that my first reaction would be like, shit! Like, you know, like, I would scream. Not like, ah! But I'd be like cursing loudly. Quite naturally, quite automatically in my shock, a scream forced its way out from inside my body, from the very pit of my stomach. My senses had become razor sharp. I could faintly hear footsteps approaching from the hall outside the room. My stomach tightened, stopping the next scream in my throat. I was sure of it. In the corridor just outside this room, someone or something was coming this way. Judging by the sound, it was not Naho! Another scream threatened to slip out, but I quickly stifled it. The last thing I needed was to give away my position. Whoever this was getting closer and closer. I had to act. The hallway outside was just a straight shot, so escaping the room without being seen wasn't an option. Hiding was the only hope. But hide where? Okay, we save now. We save at this choice. Okay, hide under the blood-soaked table. I don't think that's a good idea. I'm actively trying to get the bad ending here. Because I saw that there are only 2 endings in this. Like, 1 bad ending and 1 good ending. So, yeah. So I think that this will be the bad ending. Would I really be okay under the table? Not the best choice, but I guess there really wasn't too many other options. Also, like, didn't, like, in the original story, didn't, like, you know, like, Satoshi, his sister and Naomi hide under the table and they didn't get caught? Isn't that a thing that happened? Either way, I couldn't afford to hesitate at a time like this. I had to follow my instincts. Fortunately, the table was pretty low to the ground, so I did have some cover there. Nonetheless, I prayed for the footsteps to pass by without coming in. But then the person making those footsteps was probably the same person who turned on the light in here, so I honestly didn't hold out much hope. Rapidly, my thoughts grew darker. Worst-case scenarios began flashing through my mind, one after another. I grasped my quivering mouth and violently shaking shoulders in a vain attempt to calm myself down. I clenched my eyes shut and willed myself to swallow any sounds that threatened to leak out. No, no, please help me! What was happening? Oh. That was the sound of a girl in pain. The man had apparently dropped someone onto the table. She was either injured or being injured. It hurts! It hurts! It hurts! It hurts! It hurts! It hurts! I could hear an unearthly scream from the other side of the table above me, and my body became rigid. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! Crap, if he bent down to pick that up, he'd see me for sure. He was a very strange, horrifying creature. He seemed not quite human, but not really anything else either. Whatever it was, I was scared to death of him. Second thought, maybe he was human. He just had a grotesque face and abnormally large body. Not to mention a zombie-like protrusion. He was horrifying. A zombie-like disposition. I don't know why I said protrusion. I feared as much for my life as any human being can. I was frightened, afraid, terrified. There was no word strong enough. Let me go! Let me go! I was flailing my arms and legs and doing everything I could, everything I possibly could to break free from his grip. But the man was as strong as an ox. He wasn't letting me go. I was fairly certain he could crush my throat with his bare hands if he wanted to. Somebody! Anybody! No! Mommy! The man drew me up by my neck and violently threw me toward the center of the room. It was almost as if he was proving my hypothesis. The tissue and bones in my throat scraped together with a sickening, unnatural sound. I gasped for air. My trachea was in pieces. I could feel my consciousness drifting away. wasn't sure why, but when he suddenly let out a blood-curdling moan and made a beeline toward the room's exit, as he ran out, he turned around and slammed his hand into the heavy iron door, and it began slowly lurching closed. Wait! Oh, shit. I was locked in. I knew it right away. Ran toward the door as best I could. But I already knew I wouldn't be able to get it open again. Wait! Please help me! The girl I'd heard screaming was strapped onto the surface of the now overturned table, dangling helplessly. Please, help! God, no! Open! Open, god damn it! It hurts! It hurts! Days passed. Couldn't even begin to guess how many. Well, I'd ever return to that blood-drenched, pitch-black room. And the girl I was trapped with hadn't said a word for a long time. I knew it smelled in here. I knew it was cold. I knew that I was in pain, but I couldn't sense any of it anymore. Was I alive? Was I dead? I wasn't even sure it mattered. I just wanted to leave that room. Somebody, please let me out. Wow, that's certainly a bad ending. Okay. Okay, this time we're gonna hide inside the cabinet. The footsteps were approaching fast. I ran over to the large cabinet on the other side of the room. Please open! Doors opened without difficulty, but they were the sort that automatically closed when left unattended. Oh well, no time for second guessing now. I turned around and jammed myself end first into the closet, grabbing the edges of the closing doors with my fingers and pulling them for all my worth. Shrinking my body into the cramped closet, I prayed silently for the footsteps to pass by this room. But then the person making those footsteps was probably the same person who turned on the light in here, so didn't hold out much hope. Okay, rapidly my thoughts grew darker. Worst case scenarios began flashing through my mind one after another. I grasped my quivering mouth and violently shaking shoulders in a vain attempt to calm myself down. Okay, so this we remember. I peeked through the gap in the door and my fears were confirmed. I was no longer alone in the room. Yep, it's the guy. The thing that was in here with me was horrible. He seemed not quite human. Not really anything else either. Okay, it's the same as before. He had the limp body of a girl tossed over his shoulder. He walked over to the blood-covered table at the center of the room and violently threw her down onto it. Oh my god, I thought for a second that it's Naho. This is where she ended up after, like, Mayu got caught. Oh no. Letting out a moan of agony, she came to. My god, she was still alive. Oh no. Her legs have been completely severed at the thigh. Yep. Like, completely cut off. How could anyone do something like that? Oh boy. No! The man straddled the girl and tied both her arms into metal restraints attached to the table. No. What was he planning on doing to her? Well, I mean, she's gonna die anyway. She's probably bleeding from her legs. He was coming this way. No, 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 please, no! The man passed right by the standing closet, instead turning his attention toward the nearby corner of the room where he began rummaging through a toolbox. He was utterly careless about it, tossing aside any tools he didn't need. Hammers and drills were clanging onto the ground, with some sliding under the table. Each time a tool fell, he'd bend down and scoop it up. If I'd hidden under that table, I absolutely would have been found just now. Before long, pulled out a large pair of pliers. Returned to the girl's side, he once again stepped onto the table and straddled her body. Oh no! What is he going to do with those exactly? He's gonna tear out her tongue! Oh my god! Ah! Wordlessly, the enormous beast clamped down on the swimming girl's cheeks and squeezed with all his might. Then, as far as I was able to determine from my vantage point, he forced her mouth open and shoved the pliers inside. He readjusted his grip on the handle, and then skillfully began opening the two metal prongs while simultaneously pushing them down her throat. Oh god. No, stop! Oh god, I can't do the sounds anymore. Oh my god. Finally grasping the girl's tongue with his pliers, the man suddenly yanked his arm upwards in one single powerful motion, tearing it from her mouth. Oh no. Heard the sound of her mouth frothing over. After a moment of squirming, all of her movements ceased completely. God, well, we finally saw how Nana officially died. Oh my god. That's when I lost it. Tears began streaming down my face. I began peeing myself uncontrollably. Urine was pooling along the bottom of the cabinet. No! Stop! Frantically contracted in my stomach, forcing myself to stop peeing. If any of it leaked out from here and gave my position away, I'd be a goner for sure. My stomach immediately fought this sudden denial with a painful cramp. Please, please don't do this now! The man tossed the severed tongue into an aluminum bucket at his feet, then roughly threw the pliers back into the toolbox with an ear-splitting clatter. He grabbed the bucket containing the tongue and slowly disappeared from the room. Somebody had just died out there. I was in shock. What I'd seen had literally scared the piss out of me. I didn't think that had ever actually happened. I had to get out of this room. If I stayed here until he came back, if he found my hiding place, I could easily be the next one to die on that table. Slowly and shakily, I opened the cabinet doors and re-emerged. Yeah, that's an image I could have lived without seeing. Yeah, that's something I could have lived without seeing, absolutely. The girl was still as a board. She looked almost alive, albeit gravely wounded, but her mannequin-like lack of any emotion whatsoever said it all. I stared at this fresh corpse and just felt so many conflicting emotions welling up inside me. I exited the room, fighting back more screams from the pit of my stomach that seemed insistent on coming out. No. No. What is this place? If I'm dreaming, somebody wake me up, please! But I knew it wasn't a dream. I accepted this place was real, even though it differed greatly from any reality I'd ever known before. My brain was quickly nearing its breaking point. A stupefying fog clouded my mind's circuits. No! No! Help me, please! Days passed in this sweltering, isolated bunker. Couldn't even say how many. My cell phone battery ran out after a while, and my watch died too. I was lost completely. But I never stopped looking for Naho. I hadn't eaten anything. Hadn't drunk anything. I'd slept so many times, I couldn't even begin to estimate how long I'd been trapped here. It's probably what happened to all those other bodies that we found, you know? Died of, I mean, you die of dehydration far before you die of hunger, so. Chocolate my mom gave me was still in my pocket, but I couldn't bring myself to eat it. Felt like it represented an important bond between me and her. Our friendship will last forever, it'll never die. Naho. Save me, please. Oh my god. Sachiko, huh? Hmm? Yummy! My god. Okay, yeah, Sayaka did not deserve that. Why did... God damn. Fuck you, Naho. God damn it. Shangri-La is now playable. Ends to the friends used and discarded. Oh boy. And that'll do it for this episode, man. Oh my god. Yeah, I got all the endings for this chapter. Apparently there was just those two. I double checked. So yeah. Next one we got is Shangri-La, which is interesting. If I remember, like, Shangri-La is like, it's like a lost city of some kind, like a legendary, like, lost city and everything, where there's, like, supposed to be treasure or something. I can't quite remember exactly, but either way, that's what we're going to be doing next time. So, thank you, everybody, so much for watching. I appreciate you being here with me. Oh my god, Sayaka. God, you know, justice for Sayaka. Dear God. Hashtag justice for Sayaka. Because, oh my god, she did not deserve any of that. My god, she just wanted to help her friend, and her friend fucking got her sent to her fucking death. And then Naho, like, set up the whole thing of, like, the blog to, like, try and get more people to go in there. Dear fucking Christ. God, it's so frustrating. I still hate Naho. I still hate her. I liked her for a while, but now I hate her again. So, joy. Either way, thanks again, everybody. And as always, if you enjoyed this as much as I did, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe it if you're not already. Ring that bell for all them notifications is. And until next time, have yourselves a beautiful day, my beautiful, beautiful viewers.